Welcome to free online classes of physics with Lamborsa. So, in the previous lecture, we studied about the magnifying power of simple microscope, and we come to know that magnifying power of simple microscope can be anywhere between d upon f to 1 plus d upon f. So, simple microscope has its maximum magnifying power when image is formed at DDV, and that simple microscope has minimum magnifying power when image is formed at infinity. So in this lecture we will discuss magnifying power of remaining two optical instruments, which are compound microscope and third one is the telescope. So image formed by compound microscope, ray diagram explaining image formed by compound microscope can be studied like this. So this is the object that we have taken here, fly, and this object, its final image you can see like this, which is formed by compound microscope and can be seen by keeping eye very close to this lens. So in compound microscope there are two convex lenses are used. One is the objective and another one is the eyepiece. And if you compare the aperture of both the lenses, we come to know that objective has smaller aperture, at the same time short focal length. But eyepiece has, compared to that, larger aperture and long focal length. So this ray diagram explains the image formed by compound microscope, which consists two convex lenses, objective and eyepiece. This objective lens used, this one is the objective lens used, has short focal length. You can see the focal length of the objective lens. At the same time, small aperture. And this eyepiece used has long focal length. You can see here the focal length of the eyepiece and large aperture. So we can detail explain what a compound microscope consists, and then we will find expression for its magnifying power. See here, this is the diagram explaining different parts of that compound microscope. Here eye lens, and this one here objectives. At the same time, base is given here, mirror to focus that object, then rack and pinion substage, this is the mechanical stage here, then revolving nose piece are there, and these are the two adjustment. Here we get the fine focusing mechanism, and here you will get the fast focusing mechanism. So any compound microscope consists of two convex lenses, objective lens of focal length FO and eyepiece of focal length FE. Out of that, objective used has short focal length and small aperture than eyepiece. So these two convex lenses, objective and eyepiece, see here, two lenses are fitted at the ends of two cylindrical tubes. You can see here, this one are the cylindrical tubes, and at its one end objectives are fixed. This is the another cylindrical tube, at its one end eyepiece is fixed, and these two cylindrical tubes can make to slide over third cylindrical tube. So this one is the third cylindrical tube, and we can slide eyepiece holding cylindrical tube and objective holding cylindrical tube over this third cylindrical tube by the help of adjustment here. And the distance between this eyepiece and objective can be changed by rack and pinion arrangement. See here, the distance between two lenses, that means eyepiece and objective, can be adjusted by rack and pinion arrangement. Here that is shown. Now, in case of compound microscope, the length of compound microscope is the straightaway distance between eyepiece and objective. See here, the distance between objective and eyepiece is called length of compound microscope, which is given by capital L. So this is about compound microscope, and this compound microscope is used when there is a limitation for the focusing of eye lens. At the same time, when there is a limitation for focusing of simple microscope. So the objects which are not focused by the eye lens as well as simple microscope, then we turn towards compound microscope. So we will find now expression for magnifying power of compound microscope. So first of all, we will go through the ray diagram which is explaining image formation by compound microscope. See here, this is the ray diagram which explains image formed by compound microscope. In this ray diagram, there are two convex lenses, small aperture objective, large aperture eyepiece. Both the lenses has their own two principal focus, FO and FO for objective, FE and FE for eyepiece. This one is the optical center. Both the lenses has optical center. And in this diagram, AB is our object, which is very small, which is not visible to the naked eyes. So that object is AB. And objective form its real inverted and magnified image A1 B1. So A1 B1 is the image formed by objective, and this image is acting as an object for this eyepiece, and this eyepiece produces its magnified, inverted and virtual image A2 B2. So this is how image formation by compound microscope takes place. At the same time, here angle made by object at DDV with eye, म्हणजे ह्या ऑब्जेक्टला आपण जर नेकेड आईजनी 25 सेंटीमीटर वर ठेवून जर बघितलं तर ऑब्जेक्ट सबस्टेन्स अँड अँगल अल्फा with that unaided eye. It is explained by this ray diagram. Now, to find the expression for magnifying power, we need two visual angles, beta and alpha. Out of that, beta in this ray diagram, it is shown here, is the visual angle subtended by image at the eye, and alpha is the visual angle subtended by object at DDV with the eye. So, final image formed in compound microscope A2B2 as shown in this ray diagram makes a visual angle beta at the eye. You can see here. So, beta is the visual angle subtended by final image at the eye. Why we are saying at the eye? Because to see this image, we have to keep our eye very close to eyepiece. That's why beta is the angle made by eyepiece. We can say that it is angle made by with eye. Now, visual angle made by an object. You can see here. Object keeping at DDV. This object subtends an angle alpha with the eye. Now, we will consider now object AB, which is placed at distance UO greater than FO from the objective. म्हणजे ऑब्जेक्टिव्हची जी फोकल लेंथ आहे त्या फोकल लेंथ पेक्षा जास्त डिस्टन्स वर हा आपण ऑब्जेक्ट ठेवलेला आहे at distance UO from the optical center of objective. So to find position of the image of this object, we have to consider minimum 2 incident rays. So to find the position of image of this object AB, we must consider 2 incident rays. Out of that, this is the incident ray parallel to principal axis, and this one is the incident ray passing through optical center. So both the rays after passing through objective undergoes refraction. How they undergoes refraction? Here one incident ray parallel to principal axis which passes through focus FO after refraction. So you can see here, this one is the first incident ray parallel to principal axis. After refraction, it passes through focus FO of the object. Now, this one is the second incident ray. You can see here, second incident ray. So second incident ray passes through optical center, which goes without deviation. So these are the two refracted rays. So after passing through the objective, these rays are meeting at point A1. So you can see these rays after passing through objective meets at point A1, okay, and produces real inverted and magnified image A1 B1 at a distance VO from the optical center of objective. You can see here in this ray diagram, these are the two incident rays. After refraction, they are meeting at point A1 and they are producing the image A1 B1. At what distance? At distance VO from the optical center of the objective. And this image A1 B1 formed by this objective is inverted, isn't it? So it is real and magnified. Now A1 B1, which is the image formed by objective. This image A1 B1 acts as object for this eyepiece. Means for this eyepiece, object is image A1 B1. Now if you see here, this image is within focal length of the eyepiece, isn't it? As image A1 B1 is within focal length of the eyepiece. Now here eyepiece acts as only simple microscope, and eyepiece acting as a simple microscope, it produces its final image A2B2, which is magnified, inverted and virtual on the same side of this object A1B1. So in this way, final image formation is taking place in compound microscope. And this final image A2B2 can be seen by keeping our eye very close to eyepiece. So in the both ray diagrams, the visual angles formed alpha and beta are very small because this object is very small in size. And as object is very small in size, the visual angle subtended at the eye will be also very small. So as the angles, that means visual angles, are small, we know that tan theta nearly equal to theta. We can take it. So from figure A and from figure B, we refer both the figures. From figure A, I will get tan beta nearly equal to beta. And we know that tan beta is the ratio of opposite side to adjacent side. So in this diagram, opposite side is A1 B1 and adjacent side is B1P, which we take as a UE, because this image A1 B1 is acting as an object for eyepiece. So UE is the objective distance for eyepiece, as UO is the object distance for objective and VO is the image distance for objective. So tan beta we can write like this. From figure A, tan beta nearly equal to beta, which is equal to opposite side upon adjacent side. And from figure B, we can find tan alpha. See here. Tan alpha equal to alpha. Once again, opposite side upon adjacent side. So using the two values of visual angle, we can find magnifying power of compound microscope. So according to definition, magnifying power of compound microscope किंवा any optical instrument, magnifying power is the ratio of two visual angles, beta upon alpha. So we can substitute the value of beta as A1 B1 upon UE and value of alpha as AB upon D. So on simplifying this formula, we can write, see here, magnifying power equal to A1 B1 upon AB multiplied by D upon UE. So this is our equation 1. So we want to find the values of the ratio of these two. Now for objective lens, you can see here in this ray diagram, this is the objective lens. We know the magnifying power of objective lens or linear magnification of objective lens or convex lens, and we know that formula as linear magnification of convex lens or objective lens is the ratio of size of image upon size of object, which is also equal to image distance upon object distance. So for objective lens, linear magnification can be written like this. See here, objective lens linear magnification is equal to ratio of size of image to size of object, which is also equal to image distance upon object distance. So this linear magnification for objective we can write as a MO, capital M and O, and size of image objective साठी image ची size A1 B1 आणि object ची size AB and objective साठी image distance VO and object distance UO. So linear magnification for objective we can mathematically write like this. MO is the magnification for objective is equal to A1 B1 size of image, AB size of object is equal to VO image distance divided by UO object distance. Now we will find magnification for the eyepiece. And we know that eyepiece is acting simply as a simple microscope. So magnifying power of eyepiece which is working as simple microscope. मग simple microscope ची magnifying power आपल्याला मिळते D upon U. पण इथं U is the object distance for eyepiece. So we will mention here UE. So magnifying power of eyepiece can be written as ME, which is equal to D upon UE. Why we refer this formula? Because here eyepiece is simply working as simple microscope. Now we can substitute the value of magnification for objective and magnifying power for eyepiece in equation 1. So equation 1 becomes, see here, we will get magnifying power of compound microscope is the magnifying power of objective multiplied by magnifying power of eyepiece, which is equal to VO upon UO multiplied by D upon UE. So here we are using, for this formula, we are using Cartesian sign convention. And as per Cartesian sign convention, we know that here UO object distance negative, isn't it? UE, this object distance for eyepiece is also negative, and this D distance of distinct vision is also negative, but VO image distance for objective is only positive. So out of that 4 terms, 3 terms are negative. So finally, as per Cartesian sign convention, negative sign will be there. So magnifying power of compound microscope is equal to minus of the product of these two. And in this magnifying power, negative sign what indicates? See here, negative sign indicates that final image, which is magnified image, is inverted with respect to object. So final image is inverted with respect to object is indicated by negative sign in the expression for magnifying power. So let us discuss this magnifying power for the two cases. See here. Case first. If the image is formed at DDV, in compound microscope, this final image is formed at DDV. Then the magnifying power of eyepiece, we have to take magnifying power of simple microscope. That's why magnifying power of compound microscope equal to minus VO upon UO, that is the magnifying power of objective multiplied by magnifying power of eyepiece, which is nothing but simple microscope. आणि आपल्याला सर्वांना माहिती आहे DDV वर जर इमेज फॉर्म झाली तर सिंपल मायक्रोस्कोपची मॅग्निफाइंग पॉवर 1 प्लस डी अपॉन एफ होतं, पण इथं आयपीस साठी फोकल लेंथ आपण एफ इंडिकेट करतोय. सेकंड केस मध्ये if the final image is formed at infinity, see here, this final image जर इन्फिनिटीला फॉर्म झाली तर या कंपाऊंड मायक्रोस्कोपची मॅग्निफाइंग पॉवर फक्त बदलणार आहे आयपीसच्या म्हणजे सिंपल मायक्रोस्कोपच्या मॅग्निफाइंग पॉवरचा इन्फिनिटीच्या ठिकाणचा घेऊन. सी हियर, therefore magnifying power of compound microscope when image is formed at infinity is this, and this is the magnifying power of simple microscope when final image or when image is formed at infinity. So in this way we get expression for magnifying power of compound microscope, and these are the two cases. Equation 3, when image is formed at DDV gives the magnifying power, and equation 4, when image is formed at infinity gives us magnifying power. Now let us try to find length of microscope. So this ray diagram is again explaining formation of image by compound microscope, as there are two lenses, objective lens and eyepiece, and AB is the object, A dash B dash is the image formed by objective, and this image is acting as an object for this eyepiece, and this eyepiece is acting as a simple microscope, so produces is magnified, inverted and virtual image A double dash B double dash. So this is the image formation, and this image can be seen by keeping your eye very close to eyepiece. So in this compound microscope, the length of compound microscope is the distance between objective lens and eyepiece. See here, length of compound microscope is the distance between the objective and eyepiece, and here we can write VO is the image distance and UE is the object distance for eyepiece, and VO is the image distance for objective. And if we can add VO plus UE, we get L. What is that? Length of compound microscope. That is, length of compound microscope equal to image distance for objective plus object distance for eyepiece. So in this way, we discussed how to find expression for magnifying power of compound microscope. So let us shift towards third optical instrument. And that third optical instrument is nothing but telescope. So what is telescope? Telescope is an optical instrument used to see distant terrestrial objects as well as distant astronomical objects clearly, so that their minute details can be seen clearly. So depending upon whether you want to see terrestrial objects or whether you want to see astronomical or cosmic objects, there are two types of telescope. So first type of telescope is the terrestrial telescope, and the second type is the astronomical telescope. So let us quickly go through terrestrial as well as astronomical telescope. See here, terrestrial telescope. For what purpose this terrestrial telescope is used? So this terrestrial telescope is used to see distant object but on the earth surface. मग अर्थ सरफेस वर जे माउंटन्स असतात, ट्रीज असतात, डिफरंट टॉवर्स असतात, that towers, mountains or trees or houses, in order to see them clearly we are using terrestrial telescope. So it is used to see distant object on earth surface like mountains, trees. So that object, in order to see that object on the earth surface, the final image produced by this telescope should be erect. Final image produced by this telescope should be erect. See here. In such cases, means when we are observing objects on earth surface, the final image must be erect. Then in order to produce final image, final erect image, we are using eye lens concave. And that concave eye lens will produce final erect image. And when telescope are using eye lens as a concave eye lens, that time such a telescope is popularly called as binocular. So terrestrial telescope used to see objects on earth surface. That's why final image should be erect. And to produce erect image, we are using eye lens as a concave lens. And telescope using eye lens as a concave lens is popularly called as binocular. You can see the diagram of binocular. See here. This is the photograph of the binocular, in which objective is here and eye lens is here. And here, in order to produce erect image, eye lens must be used concave. And when eye lens used are concave, that time that telescopes are popularly called as binocular. So this one is the photograph of binocular, which is nothing but terrestrial telescope used to see distant object on earth surface, terrestrial objects. Okay. Now most of the binoculars, you can see the photograph of binocular here. Most of the binoculars uses 3 convex lenses with proper separation between them. So in market, most of the binoculars which are available, they are using 3 convex lenses instead of using eye lens as concave lens. Most of the binoculars are using 3 convex lenses with proper separation between them. So how can be erect? Final image formed will be erect in such cases. See here, the image formed by second lens. This one will be the first lens. Second lens will be here only, and third lens will be nothing but eye lens. The image formed by second lens is inverted with respect to object. म्हणजे ज्या बायनॉक्युलर्स मध्ये 3 कॉन्व्हेक्स लेन्सेस यूज झाले असतील, त्यापैकी सेकंड लेन्स न जी इमेज फॉर्म केली असेल, that will be inverted with respect to object. Now the third lens again inverts this image and makes the final image erect with respect to object. So in this way, the binoculars which are using 3 convex lenses, we get the erect image, final erect image with respect to object. So this was the first type of telescope, terrestrial telescope. So let us discuss regarding the astronomical telescope. Astronomical telescope can be look like this. This is the photograph of astronomical telescope. And such telescopes are used to see distant astronomical objects or cosmic objects like stars, planets, galaxies. And that objects are somewhat spherical in shape. That's why in this case where astronomical telescopes are used, there is no necessary for erect image. As there is no necessity of erect image, there is no question of using eye lens is concave, isn't it? And eye lens used is convex lens here. So in astronomical telescope, the eye lens used is convex lens because there is no necessity of erect image. Only erect image is required in terrestrial telescope. So let us study few more things about that telescope. So astronomical telescope consists now two convex lenses. See here, astronomical telescope consists of two convex lenses. One of that lens is called objective, this lens towards the object is called an objective, and here towards the eyes called as eyepiece. Now, if you compare the focal length and aperture of both objective and eyepiece, then we come to know that the objective lens has large focal length and large aperture. You can see the size of objective here and size of eyepiece. Out of that, objective used has large focal length and large aperture, whereas eyepiece has short focal length and small aperture. Now, here we have used a long cylindrical tube, hollow cylindrical tube we have used. And at one end, objective is fitted. At the other end, eyepiece is fitted. These lenses are fixed, means objective and eyepiece are fixed at the ends of hollow tube, and the distance between that lenses can be adjusted by using the knob here. Here is the adjustment. To adjust, to change the distance between eyepiece and objective. And the distance between the eyepiece and objective is also called as length of telescope, just like length of compound microscope. So in case of telescope, visual angle subtended by the distant object is alpha. So for telescope, astronomical telescope, alpha is the visual angle of the object from its own position, which is practically at infinity. कारण या टेलिस्कोप साठी ऑब्जेक्ट जे असतात ते डिस्टन्स होत असतात फार अवे फ्रॉम अस which are practically at infinity. Then from their own position, the visual angle subtended by that object is taken as alpha. Now, we will find the expression for magnifying power of astronomical telescope. So let us learn first a ray diagram, which is explaining image formed by astronomical telescope. See here. As we know that in telescope there are two convex lenses, objective lens of large focal length and eyepiece of short focal length, and they are fitted at the ends of hollow cylindrical tube, and distance between the two lenses can be adjustable. Now these are the rays which are coming from distant object, आणि त्या डिस्टंट ऑब्जेक्ट की जो प्रॅक्टिकली आपण इन्फिनिटीवर समजतोय त्या डिस्टंट ऑब्जेक्टनं जो व्हिज्युअल अँगल सबटेन केलेला आहे तो व्हिज्युअल अँगल आपण अल्फा घेतलेला आहे आणि तोच इथं त्याचा अपोजिट अँगल आपण घेतला. ओके, नाव इमेज फॉर्म्ड बाय टेलिस्कोप इज एक्सप्लेन्ड हियर. So light rays which are coming from distant object, now they enters this objective, and after refraction through that objective, that light rays forms real and inverted image AB. at its focal plane. So AB is the image formed by this objective lens of the distant object, which is practically to be at infinity. So practically infinity object पासून येणारे जे rays आहेत, that rays are entering the objective, and after refraction that rays are forming real and inverted image AB at focal plane of the objective at distance FO. म्हणजे focal plane वर ती image या ठिकाणी फॉर्म झालेली आपल्याला दिसते. So AB is the image formed by object. आणि त्या डिस्टंट ऑब्जेक्ट ना जो व्हिज्युअल अँगल सबटेंड केलेला आहे तो आपण इथं अल्फा कन्सिडर करतोय, आणि हा अल्फा त्याचा अपोजिट अँगल आहे. सी हियर दिस इमेज which is produced at focal plane of the objective acts as object for eyepiece. ह्या आयपीस साठी जो ऑब्जेक्ट आहे तो ऑब्जेक्ट म्हणजे इमेज फॉर्म्ड बाय द ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह. दिस इज नथिंग बट AB. नाउ द डिस्टन्स बिटवीन टू लेन्सेस, आयपीस आणि ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह मधील डिस्टन्स इज ऍडजस्टेड इन सच अ वे दॅट image AB is formed at the focal plane of the eyepiece also. म्हणजे ही जी इमेज आहे ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह न फॉर्म केलेली आहे at its focal plane. But by adjusting the distance between these two lenses, this image is also adjusted on the focal plane of eyepiece also. And now here onwards this eyepiece is acting as simple microscope and produces final image at infinity like this. Final image will be formed at infinity by this eyepiece because the object is at its focal plane. So this eyepiece produces final image at infinity which will be magnified, inverted and virtual. And this final image can be seen by keeping our eye very close to the eyepiece. Now, in order to determine magnifying power of this telescope, two assumptions are made. First one, this eye should be kept very, very close to the eyepiece. See here, it is assumed that eye is kept very close to the eyepiece. This was the first assumption. And second, the distance between objective and eyepiece, is negligibly small as compared to distance of object from the object. We know that object is practically at infinity. So distance of object from this objective is very, very large as compared to distance between objective and eyepiece, that is L. And this distance L is negligibly small as compared to distance of object from the objective. This was the second assumption. And first is what? Final image can be seen by keeping our eye very close to eyepiece. So taking into consideration these two assumptions, we can find magnifying power of astronomical telescope. See here, the distance between objective and eyepiece, as you can see in this ray diagram, is L. Objective and eyepiece या दोघांच्या मधलं डिस्टन्स आपण L कन्सिडर करूया. And for normal adjustment of the टेलिस्कोपच्या नॉर्मल ऍडजस्टमेंट साठी तुम्ही हे L हे डिस्टन्स यू कॅन टेक द सम ऑफ focal length of objective plus focal length of eyepiece. See here, for normal adjustment it is given by length of telescope is equal to FO plus FE. Now we will find angles, visual angles alpha and beta, but the angles are very small, so we can write tan theta nearly equal to theta. So from this figure we know that tan beta is equal to AB upon FE, isn't it? AB upon FE. And tan alpha will be equal to AB upon FO. See here, tan beta is equal to म्हणजे नियरली इक्वल टू आपण बीटा घेऊ शकतो. That is equal to AB upon FE from this right angle triangle we can write. And tan alpha from this right angle triangle we can write, which is AB upon FO. See here. Tan alpha nearly equal to alpha equal to AB upon FO. So in this way we got visual angles subtended by object and subtended by final image. Now, according to definition of magnifying power is the ratio of beta upon alpha. See here, magnifying power, which is equal to beta upon alpha. The value of beta we have substituted, value of alpha we have substituted. AB gets cancelled and we get FO upon FE. Why the negative sign is there? As per Cartesian sign convention, you can see here, this distance FO is positive, but this distance FE is negative. So this is the distance of image formed by object, and this is the distance of object for eyepiece, which is negative, and this distance is positive. That's why magnifying power of telescope is getting negative. And this negative sign has meaning. See here, negative sign indicates that the final image which is formed at infinity is inverted with respect to object. And there is no problem of erect image because astronomical objects are spherically inside. Then there is no necessity to get erect image. Now, टेरिस्ट्रियल टेलिस्कोप, जर आपण टेरिस्ट्रियल टेलिस्कोप यूज करत असेल तर मात्र ही फायनल इमेज आपल्याला इरेक्ट असणं गरजेचं आहे आणि मॅग्निफाईड असणं गरजेचं आहे. फॉर दॅट पर्पज हिअर आयपीस वी आर युजिंग ॲज अ कॉन्केव्ह लेन्स इन्स्टेड ऑफ कॉन्व्हेक्स लेन्स. आणि जर बायनॉक्युलरचा यूज करत असेल आपण तर त्या बायनॉक्युलर मध्ये इन्स्टेड ऑफ युजिंग टू कॉन्व्हेक्स लेन्सेस देर आर 3 convex lenses separated by suitable distance. Out of that, second convex lens will produce inverted image of the object, and third convex lens will invert this image, which will be erect with respect to object. So in this way we can study both terrestrial telescope as well as astronomical telescope. And here equation 2 gives you the expression for magnifying power of astronomical telescope. So in this way, in this lecture, we studied the two optical instruments, compound microscope and telescope, and how to find expressions for their magnifying powers. So with this, we are ending this lecture.